Peace. Kofa, G.R.O.W.T.H Entertainment. Wake your glass up. What's going on, y'all? Happy Monday. Hope your week is getting started off to a good start. Today is January 13th in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. The time is now 7:30 p.m. That is Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all for being in here. This is G.R.O.W.T.H Entertainment, where GROW stands for Gentlemen Reaching Our Wealth Through Healing. I am your humble host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not Kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell, right there on the screen. Let's go ahead and get this housekeeping out the way. You've been in these YouTube streets long enough. You know how to use super chats. Use them as you see fit. You also see the Cash App and the PayPal on the screen. You also see my email. Hit me up if you got videos or stuff you want me to review, or if you just got a general question about trying to be a better man, because that's all the hell I'm here for, and that's what I'm trying to do as well. Thank you again for being in here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit y'all with Randy. Let's get this thing started off.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful, give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely. And
back on me. Let's go ahead and get to y'all comments. We're gonna go ahead and get cooking tonight. So brother Corey Joe, aka 1000 Watts Radio, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to this brother. He be dropping some good vibes in the morning, good vibes at night, just to chill and work to or ride to or whatever your persuasion is, whatever you like doing when you chilling, just got some good background music. Salute to you, Corey Joe. Appreciate you being in here, good brother. Brother Broker Traditions, #1 troll in the world, is in the building. He says, peace, Kofa, Malika, and chat. Peace to you, good bro. Brother Malika in the building says, peace to the family. Yes, sir. Peace to you. Jose Diaz in the building. Jose been hitting me up. He always in my comments, man. He hit me a line on Facebook every now and then. Salute to you, Jose.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
He said, hope everybody's doing well. And we are. We are above ground. So today is a good day. Uh-oh. That was my phone. I apologize. Struggle streaming already. Let's keep this thing going. Who else we got in here? Yes, everybody just speaking. So this is going to be part 2. Salute for that. 1000 Watts Radio. I appreciate you, brother. Corey Joe for the 5 spot. Got you in a quick second. One more housekeeping. Hit the like button when you come in. Even if you're just peeking your head in the door, hit the like button. It's only right. It's free. Take your shoes off when you come in my house. Hit the like button. It's free. I don't like to do a lot of shaking on my tin cup. I already told you how you could donate to the channel, help it grow, but I don't like to do that all the time because I know times is tight and everybody got damn bills to pay.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
But hit that goddamn like button. It's free. Corey Joe, I got you in a second on the 5 spot, but tonight is going to be part 2. I spoke about the unseen man. I believe that was Friday night, and Brother Blaze hit me in the chat. He's also up there on the troll poll. He always hit me up, clowning me, talking about I don't be in these YouTube streets enough. I'm not consistent enough. I respect that, brother. So I'm back again a few days later. So he hit me up in the chat when I was talking about the work that brothers always do that goes unseen. Like I gave myself as an example for the help that I give my neighbors. I know it's a lot of brothers out there that do a lot of work for their family. Some of y'all the family mechanic, the computer guy, the handyman. You're doing a lot of work for free. Plus going to 9 to 5, plus trying to take care of your immediate family, whether it's your old lady, your children, your mama, whoever the hell else, and then you're supposed to contribute to society, and a lot of that work goes unseen, unfortunately. I gave the example of how a lot of men, in particular, I was talking to Machismo TV when I was in his chat, and I mentioned that the Passport Bros are like the John Wick universe. Special group of guys, got special skills, they're doing their own thing, but that metaphor can actually be used for so many men. I don't care about race, color, or creed, background, or any of that. It's a lot of work that men do that go unseen. And I mentioned John Wick's impossible task, which we'll get into a little bit tonight. This one's going to kind of be a fun one. This is where you get weird Kofa, who's always looking at movies a little bit deeper than what's just on the screen. But I gave that example of the John Wick universe and how nobody knows what exactly his impossible task was. We're 4 movies in and we don't know all the hell that went into that. We just know that's how he got out. We see John Wick kicking ass, knocking down 12, 25 people with one pistol. Seemed like he just dropped one, pick up another one, and he's familiar with all these different tools that he has to use to get the job done, to stay alive and keep his wife's memory alive. But in doing that, to get through these 4 different stages throughout the films, he has also had help. We know the story centers around him, just like your story centers around you. However, we've all had help in some capacity. No one, and I mean no one, goes it 100% alone and gets the job done like that. So we're going to get into that tonight. We're going to watch a short, like 4-minute video, and then I'm going to start breaking down the different characters and how they apply in your life. Again, this is a little bit weirdo, film buff, metaphor, psychological Kofa tonight. So we're going to have a little bit of fun with this. Let me slide over to the comments before we really get to rolling. Let me go ahead and get Corey Joe's, 1000 watts radio super chat. Corey, go ahead and drop your link in the channel in the chat, bro. If you have a YouTube channel, go ahead and feel free to drop your link. Real quick, I talked to Brother JC about the book again, and one of the parts of the video I did where I was talking about his book, he came and he asked me again, just like Corey Joe, hey, bro, can I use your content? Y'all have been fucking with me for a long time, no matter how consistent. When I was going live every day in May, like back in 2023, you know, my 2024 was a little bit of hell, so I was inconsistent. Again, I apologize, but y'all still here rocking with me. If you are a content creator and you want to use some of my content for whatever reason, and you feel like it's gonna drive a point home or make a man better, you have free reign of this shit. I don't own YouTube. It's not that damn serious. But go ahead and use my content and make sure you drop your links in the channel. So salute to y'all. Brother Malika, we're gonna get you a YouTube page whether you like it or not. Let me keep on scrolling. I think we got, hey, Sister Almanize in the building. She says, hey, y'all.
You go, girl.
I appreciate you being in here. BT says, Corey Joe, I just subscribed. Thank you, BT. Let's help run up that brother's numbers and his watch hours. Where we at? Let me see. Brother Jose says, I'm the family workhorse.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
There is always one. KP from KC is in the building. Been a good minute, brother. Appreciate you.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Very Little, salute to you, good brother. Appreciate you being in here. Let me see. That's between y'all and Broke Traditions. All right, let's keep it going. All right, so it's so many. Hold on, Corey Joe dropped one. He says what he said. I believe he's talking about Brother Jose. I'm the family workhorse. I know how that goes. Let's go ahead and get into the video. This is from, I think, Marvelous Videos on YouTube. I have their link in the description of this video, and I'm going to have it up on the screen. But he does a good job of touching on some stuff. This was a good 8-minute video. I cut it in half because I wanted to drive a couple of points home, and then I'm going to bring up some other stuff. But this will be one of the only videos. I'm going to close out with another video at the end. But let's get to rolling.
Be free. Then, if you want to go after him, burn his house down, be my guest.
How does a lone warrior like John Wick have so many loyal friends? He's the man, the myth, and the legend. The best assassin in the entire world who takes down enemies by the dozens like walking through a park. Of course, such an enigmatic character like John Wick, played by the iconic Keanu Reeves, is a fan favorite. And the recent release in the franchise, John Wick Chapter 4, has been met with an overwhelming response. However, there is one raging question that many John Wick fans often wonder about, and it's regarding the constant support that the assassin enjoys from his friends, even though he's a lone wolf in most of his missions. How did such a man gather so much loyalty? Before we get into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
Pause it real quick. Just hit their channel up and hit the like button on this video if you can find it. I just dropped the whole link to their channel. So I like movies, so I already subscribed. So I just wanted to put that out there. I don't like take people's content without giving them credit because, again, everybody's putting in some type of work that goes unseen. So I want to make sure that Marvelous Videos, you are seen. Let's get going.
Who are some of John Wick's most trusted friends?
Pay
From the
attention to
very
some of these
first John
names.
Wick movie, we've seen the seasoned assassin get some invaluable support through various characters. He starts looking for Yosef, the man who killed his puppy dog and stole his 1969 Boss 429 Mustang. He is immediately provided with leads by a man named Aurelio, whom Yosef had approached to remove the identifying details of the car. Aurelio even provides John with further details about Yosef and even a few clues regarding where to find him. John then meets with one of his most trusted friends, Winston, the manager of the Hotel Continental, which is a crucial cog in the elaborate machinery run by the High Table, the organization that monitors every single activity in the criminal underworld. Winston informs John about Yosef's secret location. Even Winston's concierge, Sharon, seems to be a well-wisher of John Wick, and he truly admires the assassin. We see more of their support in the sequels to follow, and Winston in particular is even shown to risk his relationship with the High Table in order to help John. When the hitman gets his revenge by killing one of the High Table members on the Continental Hotel premises, Winston helps John escape instead of killing him, as per the protocol. He knowingly incurs the wrath of the High Table, and in John Wick Chapter 3, we see him fight alongside John against the hordes of assassins sent for them. John Wick Chapter 2 also introduces another crucial John Wick ally, the crime boss, Bowery King.
Pause it real quick. Remember Winston, remember Sharon. I don't know if you haven't seen the John Wick movies or you watched them out of order or some weird shit. Please go back and watch from 1 to number 4. I'm going to try to get a little bit, I guess, deep tonight and make it worth your while and make it to the point, to drive the point home that you do have these type of people in your life. No, we're not assassins and all that. But the connections that you make, like you mentioned about Winston, the old man, that's John's older friend. But because Winston rocked with Sharon and Sharon rocked with Winston, Sharon by default, as an acquaintance, rock with John Wick. If you've seen the movies, you know how deep it got because he helped that man stay alive pretty much. He was willing to lay down his life for the respect of a mutual friend. And if you really sit down, like I always talk about, and you take the time and you reflect on your life, you have these people in your life. You may not talk to them every day. You may not always have to call on them. They may not always have to call on you. However, they are there. So please pay attention to those people.
Provides him with a weapon to kill the member of the High Table, and even he is not spared the consequences of this defiance to the High Table. In the third John Wick movie, he is also helped by an old friend named Sophia, played by Halle Berry, who leads him to the crime lord who could reveal the secret of meeting the Elder, the one who presides over the High Table. In the original John Wick movie, we also witnessed the support extended by his old friend Marcus, another fellow assassin. He had plenty of chances to kill John and earn retirement level money, but he chose to help his friend instead. He has ultimately killed for his loyalty, but the man remained unapologetic about his actions till the very end. Harry is another fellow assassin who is paid to watch over a lady who attempted to kill John, but it can be argued that Harry helped out because of being paid by a gold coin. The same can be said for the mysterious old man and his crew who help out John in getting rid of the dead bodies that he piled up during a shootout at his residence. In the most recent release, besides the continued support of Winston and the Bowery King, we also see the introduction of another powerful ally named Koji, who is the manager of the Osaka Continental Hotel in Japan. Even though John is officially an excommunicado and a direct enemy of the High Table, Koji does not refuse to help him. He and his men fight the High Table forces valiantly and help John to escape before being killed. Towards the end of the movie, we see Winston risking his life by becoming John's second in the final duel, where John's loss would mean Winston's death as well. Even the blind assassin Kane, who was hired to kill John, was revealed to be one of his old friends, but he was duty-bound and had to attempt to kill the hitman for the sake of his daughter.
Pause it again. Pay attention to how many of these characters, how many of y'all watch these films and were just like, okay, that's one person, that's another person. They're just throwing everybody at John Wick. But how deep did you think about their relationship through these couple of scenes, or just a simple conversation that John may have had around them, with them, or about them? Think a little bit deeper when you're watching some of these movies. That's why I'm a huge fan of the John Wick franchise. I could see so many men in this one man, and I'll get to that point. Like Mike said, salute to him. Salute to Mike has bad knees. He said, oh, we're using John Wick to make a point. This is going to be a good episode.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Indeed it is, Mike, because I'm going to dig a little bit deeper on this one, but just pay attention to those string of characters. How many of y'all were really paying attention or just watching a good action movie? Let's keep rolling. We almost done.
The friend of John Wick worth mentioning is the doctor who treats him a few times during the first 3 movies. During the events of John Wick Chapter 3, the old man helps John stitch his wounds, even though he knew the risks associated with helping the assassin.
I'm going to kill you. Oh, for better, of course, yeah.
Why are people willing to put their lives at risk for John Wick? If you've been watching John Wick movies since the original, you are probably aware that his journey starts midway. We don't get a clear origin story, and neither do we get a detailed look at his past life as an assassin. All that is established is that he is the Baba Yaga in the world of assassins, a feared and respected man for his near impossible feats and accomplishments.
I'm going to run that last part back.
Assassin. All that is established is that he is the Baba Yaga in the world of assassins, a feared and respected man for his near impossible feats and accomplishments.
Bring it back on me.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
The reason why I brought that last part back, he was a feared and respected man because his near impossible feats. Did y'all hear anything mentioned about love? Because I didn't. I ran it back. I've been listening to this video off and on all day thinking about how I'm going to attack this. He is a feared and respected man. Not a loved man, but a respected man for the work that he has put in for his particular craft, which is assassination. But it is what it is. It's a movie, but it's a little bit deeper. He's respected for the work that he puts in for that impossible task. Most men are not looking for love. We are taught to look for love. But deep down, what we want is respect. Think about those old men who came before you. Again, I always use it. It's a reason why Granddaddy sit out there on that porch. It's a reason why he sit at the back room. Because ain't nobody really loving Granddaddy like that. You used to ride on his back, maybe hop in the truck with him. You might love him as you became a man. But from boyhood, he was just fun. Then you had to come to realize you had to be the respected one. While we may not have loved Granddaddy because he was such a hard ass, you still had to respect the work that man put in. I don't give a damn if he had a woman on the other side of town. And with that point, a lot of people always want to bring it up. But again, as I've said here many a time, and I'm going to keep driving this point home and repeating it, everybody forget when Granddaddy passed, Grandmama and that other woman on the side of the town usually had a house that was paid for or damn near paid off because of Granddaddy work, and some property in the country, and them children ate every day, whether or not they were his or not. Respect the work that was put in before you. Respect yourself for doing the work. That's why when in the movie, in the film John Wick, this is why he had his coins put away. He lived that life. He knew he had did the work. He took an impossible task because of who? A woman. He fell in love. We're supposed to get respect back. That woman respected him so much that when she left him that dog, which was the last gift, the last living thing she was able to give him before she made her transition. Everybody thinks he's mad about a puppy. That was about his wife. That was about all the work he had did all those years to finally get out, to finally retire, to sit down and do what a lot of men want to do daily. And it's just an exhale, get that stress off and chill. He was living life and someone took that from him. I ask you, how far are you willing to go to protect your respect, to protect the work that you have put in? I don't care if you're hanging off the back of a trash truck, if you got on a military uniform. Salute to Brother Jose, he's a fisherman. What work have you done that you know garners the respect of those around you. Let me get to y'all comments. That was the video, but I'm going to break down some other stuff. Let me slide over here to y'all comments. Damn, come on, thing. Work. There we go. Where did I leave off? Give me one quick second. This was something I brought up, but I want to read out loud. Brother Jose says, I'm the family workhorse because I'm the only son. My dad's almost 75. He taught me well, honestly. Salute to your pops.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Brother 1000 Watts says, truthfully, when the man is the head, he is the workhorse. Big facts. He follows up with, my dad is a perfect example. Y'all see where I'm going with this theme of manhood and fatherhood tonight.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Let me scroll. Brother DG in the building. Salute, good brother. I appreciate you being in here. Let me see. Jose with another bomb. Honor, respect, discipline.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Speaking of his father, he says he was just trying to help us, and he did because of the man that you eventually became. And that is some of the greatest respect that you can show your father, is becoming as good or a better man than him. When it comes down to my daughters and dating, they both got the same rule. You find somebody like me or better. And I know a lot of people listen to my content. Oh, you hate women. Again, I know that I know the work that I have put in. When this camera is off, when this mic is off, ain't no selfies, none of that. I know the work that I have put in. I know the work that society tells us should garner respect for a man, and oftentimes we don't get it. The unseen man. And keep on going. Brother Malika with one, he says, Kofa, brotherhood is earned through loyalty, service, honor, and mentorship. While friendship can be bought, always temporary and a loosely used and stated in a transactional relationship.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
That is big facts, Malika. Let me keep on going. That's why I put on the title, we'll see it in a second, but I put brotherhood over friendship. We'll get to that in a little bit. Brother DG says, I never knew my grandfather, only had grandmothers. And again, think back on that as well, DG. How did that impact you as a male child? Because we all go from boyhood to young man to young adult to grown ass man. But it's a lot of grown ass men in their big age still out here playing like boys because of how we were brought up, usually in a household of women. But you see, Brother Jose just said it himself. He was brought up in a household, but he did have his father. He did have his father, and he's the only son. So thank God for that he had somebody to look up to. Let's keep going. Smitty's Corner dropped something that I can't read. Oh, I see it. He says, deuce, not a deuce, cinco, 2025. Oh, what's going on? I thought that was one of those super stickers. I appreciate that, bro. What's going on to you? Brother JC laughing at everyone. I don't know what he laughing about. Let's keep on going. But I'm bringing Brother Malika's comment up one more time before we go to the next scene. He says, brotherhood is earned through loyalty, service, honor, and mentorship. We're going to get to that. Use some of those words tonight. While friendship can be bought, always temporary and loosely used and stated in transactional relationships. That's my friend. That's my homeboy. We grew up together. Things like that. Oh, I think JC meant salute everyone, not the laughing emoji. All good, JC. What's going on, good brother? Let's get to this next scene real quick. It's not a video. These are some of the things I put down. As you can see, the title for tonight's show is Unseen, Brotherhood over Friendship. Everything that you see John going through was a brotherhood. He argued with pretty much everybody on this screen except for Koji at the bottom right corner with the glasses. We'll get to him in a little bit as well. We're going to get to everybody on the screen plus some. But 5 things that you should not do as a brother or friend. We're just going to use the term loosely, like Brother Malika mentioned. Number 1, break their trust. You should not do that. Number 2, disrespect their boundaries. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Number 3, neglect them in times of need. I capitalize the word need for a reason. When you are a brother, you know when that phone rings. It is a difference between, hey, I want to do this, I need to do this. Because he's not going to ask you and take you away from your family or your well-being or put you in a bad situation. If it's something that man needs, he's calling you for a reason. Number 4, take them for granted. Like Malika just said, sometimes we use this word friend loosely. It's transactional. It's an acquaintance, truly. So be careful with that when you're talking about brotherhood. Don't take them for granted. When they have met your needs or they were there in your time of need and they haven't broken your trust, don't take them for granted. Number 5, allow miscommunication to fester. Again, John argued with pretty much everybody almost on this screen. He had to get his hand slapped a couple of times. Even as the protagonist of the movie, we love him. We want to see John Wick live. I'm praying for a John Wick 5. I'm hoping he survived the shot in John Wick 4. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm giving spoilers if y'all haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, shame on you. I put my dad onto John Wick and like, bruh, he was so happy just to see like an action movie with his son. I had to wait till my mama left and all that. I'm like, Pop, you want to watch a movie? He was like, yeah, what you want to watch? I'm like, man, I got one for you. It's an action, a little shoot 'em up movie. He's like, okay. On it from the jump. On it from the jump. He's still talking about John Wick. We have watched all 4 movies together, and he is overjoyed to talk about John Wick and watch it when I come home. And that's like that's like the greatest gift I think I've given my father, other than, you know, his grandkids and me living well. But seriously, just sitting at home, chilling with my pops and watching John Wick and just connecting with him meant the world to me. It probably meant more to me than it did to him, and he doesn't even realize it. So, Pops, if you see this, salute you. I appreciate you.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
So with that said, let's get into some of these characters on the screen, right? You heard the video, you heard him talk about it. Who do you need in your life as a brother? You need a mentor. I capitalized the word men on purpose. You need a mentor. Winston has been around the up under the high table forever and a day. He pretty much raised John, if you know their relationship. He was the one that could also pull John's coat, even though he did something in the hotel, in the household. He broke the rules that he wasn't supposed to break. This is the scene where John comes to him and asks him, why aren't I dead? Why haven't I been punished yet? And he tells him, because I deemed it so. You need somebody in your life that is an example of what manhood and what the rules are supposed to look like. Because oftentimes we see people, and especially with our street culture, we'll hear people saying, ain't no rules. What rules? Fuck the rules. Rules are meant to be broken. This, that, and the third. But Winston stayed on his square so long as that older example for John Wick. So I want you to start thinking about, as I go through these characters and I have their titles up there of what role they played for John, who is that in your life for you? Are you that person for somebody else? Let me slide to y'all comments. We'll get back to Winston in a quick second. Brother Jose says, remember everybody you tell me you were hanging out with, I'll tell you who you are. Be very careful with friends. Brother Malika says, excellent top 5 list. I appreciate that, good brother. Brother BT with it, he says, don't be mad at me, Kofa, in chat. I've never seen John Wick.
No. But wait, it gets worse. Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid.
God damn, bro. You bugging. So I need you to watch John Wick BT, especially after this, because I know you don't want to see any more Denzel Equalizer movies because you said he's too old to be doing that. But how many of y'all know that Keanu Reeves, John Wick, is 60 fucking years old?
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease!
I did not know that. As big as a fan as I am of the film and Keanu Reeves in general, I almost named my son Keanu, actually. As big a fan as I am of the man, I did not know he was that old. Like, he's a few years younger than my mama. That is wild to me. But let's keep going. But shame on you, BT. Everybody put shame on you, BT, in the chat, please. Jay Will in the building. What's going on, bro? He says, peace, Kofa, and peace to everyone in the chat. Brother Jose Diaz says, that's why I take my dad fishing. Brother, I'm him all day. I just want to hang out with him. He took care of me when I was small. That simple, bro.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease!
Look, he said, you down 4, BT. Shame, shame, shame. Look, I appreciate that, Corey Joe. Shame on you, B trolling. Lord have mercy. But again, you need a mentor. Somebody is that example of manhood. And even though John broke the rules, he still know who that young man was. Young, I'm using the term loosely. He knows who John is. He know who he pretty much raised, who he took care of. This is why when things went left, John went to him. He went to his hotel. He could have gone and ran away through any other continental in the world. He could have tried to disappear. He went to somebody he trusted and respected. So you need a mentor in your life, man. Let's keep it rolling. How many of you guys know this lady? She is the one who also got him out in the film as he was running through. This is, I believe her name is the director. This was the lady sitting out in the audience chairs when he went to the ballet school. You also need a mom tour. I'm using that word on purpose. I made it up as I was creating all the slides and stuff. You need a mom tour. Remember going back in the film, no one else calls him by his real name. Everyone calls him John. This is the only person that I remember calling him Jordani. You need a older woman. It doesn't necessarily have to be your mama or your grandmama or a blood relation. You need a mom tour that knows you, that can get to you when you cutting up. I know a lot of brothers don't like that in this space. We don't listen to women and this, that, and the third. There are some solid women out there. Yes, I think the majority of them are acting a fool and it's few and far between, but you need a mom tour in your life. You need somebody to be able to pull your coat when you fucking up, because some of the John Wick lore is that's where he was trained at. He was trained up under this lady's household. So before he even got to Winston, she had him. You need a mom tour. In this scene right here, he has to come back to her again after she's already helped him. I need you to tear my ticket. I need you to get me out. Remember the last time she had already got stabbed through the hand for him. But again, she knows his character. Everybody that I'm showing you, not everybody, but most of the people that I'm showing you knows the work that he has put in. But you do not garner respect without putting in the work. It's a lot of brothers that quit. Again, I talked about it all the time. The slow suicide. You don't think you're seen, so then you end up just checking out altogether. I'm not just talking about a passport bro thing. Fuck this living in the States shit. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go get a better life. I'm not just talking about that. We have brothers checking out right here in the country day to day. That's one of the reasons why I'm such a big supporter of the passport bro movement, because brothers are going to take their skill set from the work they already did, the unseen work, theme of the night, the unseen work that they already did has built them to a position where they can leave. The work that John did, right or wrong, built him to the point where he could leave. This is the scene where he's like, I need my ticket. I need to get back home. He needs to get back across the water. And she tells him straight up, like a mom would, you know, once I do this shit, ain't no coming back. And he had to take that L. She gave him his ticket, which was a cross or something on a necklace, and he broke it. That was his payment to show that he could walk back through those old doors on the other side of the world. But you need a mom to her. Remember that when you watch the movie. She is the only one that calls him Jordani. It almost sounds, that's his government name, but it's when the way that she speaks to him is like a mother speaking to her child, her baby. It's almost like a pet name. The way that she pronounces it and the way she addresses him. She sees who he is as a man, but that's still her baby. You need a mom to her. But again, you get these as you're doing the work. Get y'all comments again. Let me see where we at. Oh, look, I appreciate y'all. He says, shame, BT. Yes, shame. Shame on you, BT. Thank you, JC. Shame, shame, shame. Jose says, BT, come on, my brother.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
He said, and the trolling begins tomorrow. BT says, how y'all shaming me and I came humble. You still got to get spanked. That's brotherhood, BT. We still got to get on you, bro. Jose says, a great mother does make a difference. They do. I got a great mom, and me and my mom butt heads like brother and sister. But again, I've shared some of the tidbits that my mama shared with me. One of the things is, like we spoke about before, you got to leave home to grow. You cannot stay stagnant. And even though she's older now and she doesn't want me to leave, I got to keep telling her, Mama, I'm not going to be here. You can come with me. I'm going to make sure you're taken care of, but I'm physically not going to be here. I got to get on somebody's plane and go. But again, that's later on down the road. But yes, Jose, you're 100% right, bro. A great mother makes a difference. You need a mom to her. Brother Malika says, a mentor not only trains your body, he trains the mind, the spirit, and prepares you for life. He sees the potential in you and helps you become the best version of yourself. That is a great point, Malika. And kind of going to this, he was trained in her house. Winston is the one that had to get to his mind. She is crazy how they kind of flipped it. I'm glad you mentioned that. She, under her household, his body was broken. Mentally, he knew he could take care of the task. But as you watch the film, you understand the relationship that him and Winston have. Winston is that voice in his ear of don't break the rules. You can be a badass all you want to. Just like we want our sons to be big and strong, but you also have to put your voice in his head. You can't be out here acting a fool because the police might get to you. It's somebody always looking to take something from you. Don't let your guard down with these women. We take care of the mind way more than a lot of people give men credit for. But that was a great point, Malika. Brother 1000 Watt says, you have to coin that G.R.O.W.T.H, a mom tour. Yes, sir. You need it. You need a mom tour. Brother Jose says, remember, if you're not making mistakes, you're not trying.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
Jose, you cooking tonight. Jay Will says, what happens when the mom tour figure makes passes? I'm being serious. That's not a mom tour, bro. That's some other shit. When I'm using the word mom tour, I mean, just like Winston was his mentor, there's an older woman out there that simply wants to see you win. Right, wrong, or indifferent. She gonna get in your ass when it's needed. And a lot of men, grown men, still, hey man, that's the can. It could be the candy lady. You used to cut up at the store and whatever with your boys, and you said, man, that's Miss Johnson. Chill out, bro. Chill out. You need those mom tours. If you can't have one, take bits and pieces from these different women or these different men. If you don't just have a singular person as a mentor or a mom tour. Yeah, if she making passes, bro, that is not a mom tour, in my opinion. That's some weird shit. Let's keep on going. That's what's wrong with some of these boys out here now. Again, I had reposted something somebody else posted on Facebook. They said it's a lot of female pedophiles that go unchecked because young boys are taught that sex is an accomplishment. So we got work to do on both sides. But yeah, For those of y'all that have sons, run this back or take the content, break it down your own version or way. But again, I love these films. Let's keep on rolling. So you got a father head, a mentor. You got a mother head, a mom tour. Again, these people may not be in your immediate family, but you more than likely have them. You have somebody on this list in your life. Let's keep on going. Marcus. Marcus is your compass. This is your boy or your brother, your friend that maybe you worked with at UPS. Y'all know the work that it took to get out. Because again, Marcus picked up the contract in John Wick 1 to make enough money to retire on. This is the cat that's probably a little bit older than you, maybe 5-10 years, kind of like a brother figure. He is your compass. He is going to tell you, hey, do you want to be me over here where I made these mistakes? Or do you want to be me where I won? Because he had plenty of opportunity to take John off the board and get that bread. But he chose better. And again, if you watch the film, this is one of the first scenes in the John Wick series. This is one of the first scenes in the first movie. So this is what lasted on for me. This is why I used it. He's the only person other than Winston that showed up at John Wick's wife's funeral that we see, that as the audience that we see. This is a brother. This is the don't abandon them in the time of need. This is the trust. This is the respect. This is the honor. Because he know John got out. Damn, my little brother did it. He made it out. He made it out because of this woman or what and the work he did. But he made it out for her, and now he doesn't have her anymore. Let me at least show up. I just told y'all, real talk, I just buried my nephew right before Christmas. My homeboy had his son for 6 years. My brother had his son for 6 years. We don't talk like that anymore. He lives all the way in Ohio. I'm all the way here. He really doesn't have, his life is up there, is up north. I'm all the way in Atlanta. We don't always talk like that. We do our check-ins and, make sure you're good. But when it was a time of need, and he kept telling me as a brother, bruh, I understand if you can't make it. Fuck what you talk about, dog. Let me know when the service is. I'm going to be there. And I got there. Him, me, and my other homeboy out in Texas. In the time of need, we are there. I don't give a fuck how long it's been if we haven't spoke. I'm still going to show up when you need it. Remember, I capitalized that word for a reason. So again, Marcus is the compass. And again, if Marcus wasn't moving like he moved, and it was mentioned in the video, he saved John Wick's life. He could have been taken out that night, not by him, by somebody else that wanted some bread. And you remember in the film, they went to Marcus first because they know how talented he was as an assassin. But even though he took the job, I really believe he took the job to look over John. He didn't know that his little brother was in that trouble like that. John looking at him like, damn, bro, I'm trying to retire one day. Because you see, he's a little bit older. I'm trying to retire one day. But the work that John did got him out the game a little bit earlier. Unfortunately, he got sucked back in. But you need a compass in your life. You going which direction we going, bro? We gonna go over here with this fuck shit? We see what them cats ended up with. Or you want to move with me so we can both get out? Because that's my goal too. You need a compass in your life. Let me slide over. Where we at? Brother Jose says, I'm still learning. Yes, sir. We all are, bro. Again, my grandfather said it best, bro. By the time you figure all this shit out, somebody gonna be putting you in the ground. So again, don't put all that pressure on yourself to have all this stuff figured out. Hold on. Let me bring that down, bring it back up real quick. Jay Will says, I wish I had one of them. Navigating the unknown is difficult.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
It is, bro. And this is why I urge brothers to really sit down and contemplate. If you don't have these people in your life, pay attention when they cross when they cross into your life. I'm gonna get into a little bit of that as well, because you may not have these, but I guarantee you have somebody on this list of characters, and the way they played in John Wick's life is the way that they're gonna play in your life when you come across them. Somebody on this list falls into one of these categories. Let me keep going. Brother Jose says, no way, sorry for your loss. Yeah, bro. I don't think he was in the chat last time I mentioned it. But yeah, he lost a battle with a rare form of like childhood leukemia. Jose says, who's over there in your time of need? Who's ever there in your time of need? Those are your friends. That's the real family.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Jose says stability. Big facts. Brother Malika says Marcus was definitely a compass/guardian angel for John. He really was, bro. And I hate that character was taken out so quick in the film. They touched on it in the video that we watched, but he did his job. You need a compass. You get to the next one. Koji, your day one. As you can see, they sharing a drink. It's been years. It's been years when they're discussing this in John Wick 4. Koji is one of John's day ones. The way they had this conversation, to the point that Koji's daughter, she's an adult, she's in the Continental, and I think he's in Osaka, Japan. At the Continental, his daughter's working there with him, knows the world that they're operating in, and then John shows up and everything goes out the window. At this point, John has been excommunicado. He has already saw the elder. He's already dipped out. Don't forget about your day ones, bro. And as I've said here before, one of the older videos, your day twos mean as much as your day ones. But your day ones, that goes back to the list I had. In your time of need. Even though Koji's daughter was warning him, Dad, this guy just shows up and you drop everything and you take him in. You know they're looking for him. That's my friend. That's my brother. This is one of the people, they have already been through the fire together. So no matter how long it is, and then John knows he would not have come there if he didn't need to the point him and the daughter have a conversation, and the daughter's like, why would you do this to my father? I would not be here if I didn't need it. He doesn't have a marker in the John Wick world. There's certain things called a marker where, hey, you owe me a favor. You put your finger on a needle and you give him pretty much a blood oath on this little, kind of like closed watch type of thing. And that person gets to hold on to it and they get to call you for that whatever favor they need. He doesn't have one of those for Koji. He just showed up on his doorstep. Dog, I need you. I got you. Plain and fucking simple. Let's go to war. So Koji lost some of his troops to protect his brother because that's what that looks like. It sounds fucked up. It sounds crazy. You might have to stop what you're doing. Even your wife in your ear, your kids need this. My brother needs something because he would not have called me. He would have not tried to take me away from my family for some petty shit. He needs me right now. And vice versa. So you got a day one out there. I pray you and your day ones are still solid enough where this can happen. I don't care how long y'all haven't talked. Remember number 5 on the list. Don't allow miscommunication or no communication to fester in that matter. Don't let it fester. He called on him because he needed him. He knew he would not have shown up on his doorstep and put a lot of other people in danger if he did not need, capitalized, N-E-E-D, need him. But he did. And he welcomed him with open arms. Let's go ahead and get to this. So you got your day 1A and Kane. Day 1B. Similar situation. Him and Kane go way, way back as they have conversations. They sat there. Kane was already supposed to off him. He could have walked up behind him, snuck up on him, done whatever the case. He respected him, that word again, the work that he had already did individually, each other, and the work they had already put in together, that he didn't just try to off him. if we're gonna do this, they sent me to do this because I think the high table, the higher ups that all the assassins work under, threatened his daughter in order for him to get out. That's why he's blind. They already took his eyes. He refused to do some task because he wanted to be a father. That's why he's blind. They took his eyes. When I say they took his eyes, they like put something in it that blinded him. Again, he respected John enough to, hey, we're gonna have to duke this out, bro. They threatened my baby. John didn't try to off him right then. He understood. You got to protect your family. I don't have my wife. This is one of the scenes in the movie where they're talking and he's asking him, what do you do this for? So I can keep remembering my wife. I could keep her memory alive. And John's in there kind of praying. And he's like, do you think she hears you? And John's like, no. And he said, then why even bother? Again, not to be dismissive of what he's going through, but you still have your life. But this is kind of where that disconnect and miscommunication comes in. He doesn't understand that John doesn't have something living like he does, like his daughter, because he's already lost his wife. And then the last living thing that he was given, it was taken away from him. You have somebody in your life that they are going to ride for you. They are going to respect you, but things might come to blows. That's where that miscommunication or no communication can come in. But at the end of the day, that respect is still there. So you need your day ones as well. Let me slide over, get y'all comments. We're going to keep on cooking on this. Where was I at? Brother Jose says, exactly, very well put. I appreciate that. Brother Quiet Storm in the building. The international Quiet Storm. He says, your day ones don't ask questions, don't second guess you. They just ask, what do you need, and provide it.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Jay Will says, real day one is priceless. A decade can go by, and once y'all reach out, they're there for you.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Brother Malika says, William Dafoe, Donnie Yen, Hiroki Satana, Angelica Houston, Larry Fishburne, and Ian McShane all taught and showed John loyalty and honor, and he did the same for them. Exactly.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Brother Jose says, you got to step up to the plate for your brothers. Yes, yes, yes. Quiet Storm says, salute to everybody in the chat. Quiet Storm, I don't know. I think you were in the chat that night when I was in there on Machismo TV, when I dropped in the comment that the Passport Bros were the John Wick universe, because we're always looking out for each other. Especially like, I gave you your props the other day. I gave you your cigars while you can smoke them. I don't even know if you smoke, but I ain't giving you flowers, dog. But gave you cigars while you can smoke them because I know the work you're doing behind the scenes. Again, the unseen man. But this is very similar. John Wick had that impossible task. We still don't know what the fuck it was. We just know it was supposed to be impossible. Again, going back to the video, he was a feared and respected man, even if he wasn't loved. But the respect was always there across the board for the unseen work that they know he did, but we as the audience don't know. But we see how that the work he did impact those around him in a positive way, to the point that he's still breathing. 4 movies in, still praying for number 5. Let me keep going. Where we at? Look, JC says, all because of a puppy. Wasn't no damn puppy. That was the last living thing his wife gave him. Let me see. Malika says, like I said before, brothers, loyalty, honor, duty, service, and respect is selflessly earned, not foolishly given. Let me see. Brother Quiet Storm says you can support the show. Super chats. Yes, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate the link tree as well. And then he says, show some love, ATL. Love by rocking that G.R.O.W.T.H merch at the GROWTALKmerch.com. Let me see. Brother JC says, John Wick is my favorite movies. Yeah, Quiet Storm, you were there. He remember. So appreciate that, bro. Let's keep on going. Again, it's a lot of people to get through. You have somebody in your life like this. So now we're going to get to Sophia. I know we don't like to use that word when we're talking about women a lot of times, but the female friend slash sister. This is somebody who was probably right with you. Y'all done shared stories. Y'all used to sing in the church choir, the children's church together, all that stuff. This is somebody, maybe you done hit it back in the day when y'all was little and you ain't know with y'all each other's first experience or something like that. Maybe somebody you haven't even touched. But shawty rock with you. You know about her fucked up ass relationships. She know about your fucked up ass relationships. We all need one. Remember in the film, part of John Wick's impossible task that we do know was getting her daughter out. Still don't know what the fuck went on. He got her daughter to safety to the point she had fucked up so bad. Again, this is where the brother-sister relationship come in. She had fucked up so bad, they was getting ready to off her daughter. Whatever they worked out, he got her out. He also got a marker. If you can see it in his hand, in his left hand over there. That's one of the marker things I was talking about. So she gave him a blood oath. If you do this for me, as my brother, I owe you. This is why he went back to her and she begged him, please don't do this. The same way he begged the other guy not to bring him back in. But he did. But again, he needed her. She knew he wouldn't have shown up with that marker in hand if he didn't need it. So as reluctant as she was, as much as y'all may argue, fuss, fight, fuck you too, you dumb bitch, stop fucking with them dope boys, all this and all that. At the end of the day, when that shit boiled down to it, you got to have you a solid sister. I don't care. When I say sister, I don't care what race, color, or creed. You got to have an intelligent woman on your team at some point in life. Whether she gonna put you on to this job, whether she done flirted with the boss to get you this job, or whatever the case may be. You may be doing some bullshit, but you needed it at that time. Might have hooked you up with one of her friends. Maybe. I don't know. But I wanted to use this as an example. This is another person you need in your life. This is why I said brotherhood over friendship is about what Malika said: duty, respect, and honor. She respects him. He respects her. She had a duty because he has a marker in his hand, and she still executed. She could have sicked the dogs on him, all that. But they went in there and they wrecked fucking shop together. Then they ended up splitting up after that. But again, when he called on her, she was there, as reluctant as she may have been. But again, like he told her, you're going to help me. And that's what the fuck happened. Let me keep on going. Your frenemy. This might be the guy that played on the other high school team. Y'all never really got along, but y'all really never got along just because y'all don't hang out with the same crowds. Y'all really don't know the same people like that. But somehow, some way, you always end up in the same vicinity. You always see him at whatever cigar lounge. You really don't know him like that. Kind of don't like the motherfucker. He really don't like you, but you really don't know each other. But you can have some type of commonality of work, getting things done. Might be a guy on the job. Y'all really don't rock it with each other after work. Probably wouldn't kick it after work together like that. That reminds me of a story when I was in basic training. They used to put like some of the stronger physical people with some of the weaker physical people. When we had tasks to do, like obstacle courses, different shit like that. So they did that intentionally, and our drill sergeant told us, you're going to have to rely on somebody that you do not like, that you do not love, that you do not know, but they wear this fucking uniform. It's guys that I've served with, went to war with, that I would never have a beer with if we're off base. But we had to get the job done. That is the Bowery King, Lawrence Fishburne. Remember, he became who he was from his speech because John Wick snuck up on him. He cut his throat and he told him, you can keep your hand on the wound, or you can reach for your gun and try to kill me and you're going to bleed out. So again, the Bowery King must have had something at one of those unseen work at one of those unseen times that we don't know how badass he was, that John was sent to knock him off, but John respected him enough. Hey, you can live like this, or you can move your hand and you're gonna bleed out. My job is to knock you off, but you get to decide on whether or not you leave or stay. He gave him that option because, again, respect. Same thing with Bowery King. He came back, and when he said, "Oh shit, it's John Wick," because of that night, he gave me one of my greatest gifts. Nobody sneaks up on me anymore. This is why he had so many soldiers all throughout the city. He put the crown on his head low key. Then you have Cassian, the character that Common played, like one of my favorite characters. I wish they figure out a way to bring him back. Just mutual respect. But because of what John did to Common, or Cassian's boss, Cassian was honor bound by duty to knock John Wick off. They went at it. Again, mutual respect, but bruh, we can't rock. So they fight. After they ended up back in the hotel, the Continental, can't fight or do any type of business on Continental grounds, they were able to sit down and have a drink together and have a conversation. Your frenemies. Somebody's around. You may not really trust that motherfucker. You kind of like him, but you really don't like him. But you know he ain't a bad dude. Y'all just don't vibe like that. Somebody in your life is like that, but if push came to shove, this is still going to be that same guy that might help you out. Well, shit, I know, old boy, man. We work together. All right, bro, I got you. This is the guy that give you a ride home reluctantly because y'all never really talk. Hey, bro, I know we don't really talk like that, but I know you stay over by such and such. Can you drop me off at the crib? All right, bet. Shoot me some gas money. Some shit like that. Let me get to y'all comments. Where are we at? Brother Jose says the respect is there because of his actions. Big facts. Brother JC says, I saw the trailer to the movie Ballerina. He got a cameo in it.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I'm gonna have to go see that trailer, bro. I'm gonna have to watch that shit. Is the Ballerina out? JC says no, but they do have the trailer. And that's the same thing I said. Corey Joe, I said, okay, bet. I'm gonna go watch that shit after we done. Brother Jose says, she was your friend and now she's hating on you. Oh, you're completely correct. It is what it is. Because again, going back to the Halle Berry character with your sister, your friend or whatever, and it could be your blood sister. As soon as she find a new dude to lay up under, then y'all ain't really talking that much anymore. You find a new chick, y'all ain't really talking that much anymore. But at the end of the day, sis, you gon' help me. If she a real one. Understand there's a big if in this whole category. But I pray that everybody has somebody or a few somebodies on this list that I'm running down. Because again, because of your unseen work, I know you don't feel seen. But sometimes you might have to start calling in these favors. You might have to call in these favors only to learn that you don't have certain people on this list. If you learn that, that's okay too, because that's going to open you up a spot for somebody that could come in and be one of these people on the list. Let's keep going. Brother Jose says, why do we always got to put in the work, then later with the bad ones? I'm not doing that. Again, Jose, I think you're talking about relationships. I'm not about to put in a whole bunch of work. I'm putting in the work for myself, like a John Wick did, and pray I've met some of these people along the way as well. Mike Fleming says, brother, blessings to you. Blessings to you too, good brother. Brother Jose says, she helped you go ahead. She helped you go forward. Yeah, that's what you need in a sisterhood. Brother Michael says, blessings to the chat. Yes. Where we at? Brother, my other brother Mike from the military in the building, he says, my brother, roll tide. Yes, sir. Brother Jose says that's 100. As soon as he gets me out of the situation, you're 100% correct. And it's not like some fake shit, but y'all kind of frenemies. Y'all just don't rock together, man. You don't hate the dude, but you ain't crazy about the motherfucker either. But that would be the Bowery King, and that would be Cassian from these films. So again, I put Cassian a little bit smaller because he was only in one, but we see the Bowery King throughout John Wick. But again, John Wick is representing the unseen work that a lot of us have put in as men, and we feel unseen. But I wanted to break this down through these characters that you probably do have some of these people in your life. Just take time to take the inventory. Let's keep on going. We almost done, y'all. Again, the acquaintance, Sharon. By way of Winston, Sharon rocked with John Wick. To the point that when they came to take that hotel, he wasn't giving up his spot easily. He wasn't giving up Winston's spot easily, and he wasn't going to give up John's life easily. He was willing to lay down and take a life simply because of his connection to Winston and Winston's connection to John Wick. Just like they say, the enemy of your enemy is a friend or whatever. Same thing. A friend of a friend could be a brother. So he was loyal. This is the acquaintance. We all got these. This might be the guy you see at the bar, the guy you see at whatever games you go to. You just catch him around the way. He might live in your same building and you pass the dude a couple of times, then y'all end up kicking it. This is your dude. You may not always call on him like that because you don't want to be overbearing. And same thing, he may not be calling on you because you don't want to seem overbearing or needy or something. But when you needed something, hey, bro, you got some jumper cables? The car died. But he cool enough. You ain't never really kicked it in his house before. People like, oh, yeah, man, come in for a second. Let me grab my shoes. The only shoes, get you some jumper cables. This is what the acquaintance is. Same thing with Harry up here with the suit on. Brother Harry, he was another guy that helped John Wick. When old girl tried to knock John Wick off the board, he was like, hey, I know you. I think so. John? Harry? Oh, man, what's going on? Hey, can you watch old girl for me? She just tried to, because John Wick just knocked her out in the movie. He didn't kill her. Hey, can you watch her? She's trying to do business on, company grounds. So, again, Harry called the assassin authorities to come pick old girl up. But some people, like old boy mentioned in the video, might have to throw him a little bit of bread. That gas money. A cash app for whatever. Hey, bro, I left my fucking wallet. Don't worry about it, bro. I got you. Shit, I got my phone. I cash app you, though. Oh, man, don't worry about it. Or he might take the money. No harm, no foul. You're an acquaintance for somebody as well. You're going to come across these people. Then we got the doctor down there. Throughout every film, when John was getting fucked up, the doctor showed up. So acquaintance may just be a guy that's doing his job. This might be your barber. This might be your mechanic. You share a couple of things with him. He share a couple of things with you, but y'all really don't see each other outside of business hours, so to speak. So again, you got an acquaintance in your life at some point. Slide back over to the comments. Let me see. Mike says, keep your enemies closer than your friends. Big facts. Brother Jose says, keep your enemies close. Michael, you're 100% correct. You got to keep them in check. Quiet Storm says, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Big facts. There we go. Jose says, well put, Quiet Storm. But yeah, we all got an acquaintance somewhere. They know, bruh has seen you come in late. He don't know what you do for a living. He just know you tired. When he going to work, you just now getting in. Again, y'all done had them quick conversation. Hey man, where you working? Man, they got me on third shift. We had a couple people quit the job. Boy, I'm tired than a motherfucker. Oh, bro, you good? Yeah, man, I'm good. Situation come up. Hey man, can you help me out with this? I got you, bro. Little things like that. So it's a lot of people where your work is unseen. They don't know that they know what you do, but they just know that you're working. That guy that sees you every now and then. Damn, man, I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. I've been in the house, ducked off, handling this. Had some shit going on with mama, with my old lady, some family shit, bro. I know how that go. You good? Yeah, I'm good. And that's tend to be how we talk. I'm good. But again, just somebody checking on you, just enough to ask. A lot of times we may say I'm good and may not be good, but that question that somebody cared enough to even ask you if you're good, that's a little pick me up sometimes. A lot of times, actually. So again, check in with some of your acquaintances, bro. Let me keep on going. Last one. This is from John Wick 4. This is Mr. Nobody. This is the stranger. The person that saw you with a flat tire on the side of the road ain't know you from a can of paint, and they still pulled over to help. I had a stranger help me. I don't know where that guy is right now, but I had a car accident back in 2020, a bad car accident. I almost got T-boned, but it hit the back of my car, took the bumper off. Dude kept going, got away. It was a dude just happened to be walking down the street, saw it, and rushed over and helped me get out the car. And he stayed with me until the police and the ambulance got there. I don't know that. I couldn't pick him out of a lineup, bro. There's going to be strangers that you cross in your life. Again, don't know you from a can of paint. They don't know what you've been through. They don't know what you've done, but they're going to help. In the film with John Wick, this guy is there. He's floating around. He's supposed to knock off John too, but something about the lore of this man, something the way the other people interact with him. And you can say maybe he was waiting for the right time. He had a couple of chances and they did go at it real quick. The dude, John ends up taking this dude out or whatever. And the guy right there, Mr. Nobody, that's literally the character's name, Mr. Nobody. He asked him, man, why'd you do that? He said, the motherfucker shot my dog. And John Wick was like, I understand. Same thing he did with Sophia when her dog got shot. Because that's who the dude rode with right there, is his dog. But again, I say all that to say, you're going to come across strangers in your life, bro. Be receptive and open to receiving help. And it may be a time of need that you can't call anybody else on this list that I went through. You're going to have a stranger show up. They're not going to know you, what you've been through, what you've just done, or the storm that you're in right then. But it's okay to accept the kindness of a stranger. And a lot of times, because men, we know that me, Kofa, I could come across Jose, don't know him outside of YouTube. He could just see me walking down the street as a stranger. Bro, you good? Pick your head up, man. You all right, bro? Shit, you want a drink? Or at the bar. Hey, man, I got his next drink. Just sit there and have a conversation. May not see that motherfucker again. There's so many cool people I have met at some of these cigar lounges that I've traveled to outside of the city. I got acquaintances here in Atlanta. I got some stranger friends that I've come across and shared good information with when I was in New Orleans, when I was in New York, when I was in all these different places, when I was in fucking Colombia. So don't be afraid to open up to a stranger. I ain't saying tell all your damn business. And don't be afraid to be that stranger either. John Wick didn't get to be John Wick without this group of people. Let me slide over here to these comments real quick. Brother Malika says, is the enemy of my enemy or my friend? And that's part of the road that we got to navigate, bro. That's also a true statement. Mike has bad knees. Greatest YouTube name. I forgot to hit you with this, bro.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Mike says, you won't be surprised when you get stabbed in the back. You'll be surprised when you turn around to see who's holding the knife.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
And unfortunately, when we get burned, when we take those losses, that's when we learn who is not one of those people on the list that I've named tonight. We're going to run back through it again before the end of the show. Brother Jose says, I still spar with my Cuban fighters. Only one of my friends called me when I got my eye surgery. So you got your, again, good example, Jose. He still spars with some guys. He got some, some strangers he probably coming across, some acquaintances that know him from the gym, but he got somebody that at least checked on him as an acquaintance or whatever when he had to have his eye surgery. Brother Michael says, wow, bro, I appreciate that. Jose says, it's hard to find people like that. It is, bro. Jose says, guys, I got to go. Everybody have a great night. Remember, this is just being a normal human being. Take care, everybody.
Got it! Hotter hotter than fish grease.
I appreciate you, Jose. We ain't too far behind you, brother. We about to wrap up in a quick second. Brother Malika says the stranger / Mr. Nobody was the young opportunist, but Cain's and John's honor and loyalty influenced and impressed him to be a better man and do the right thing. To the point that man stayed there at the end when John was bleeding out. We don't know if we're going to get a John Wick 5. I know it's been some type of whispers about it, but we may not have a John Wick 5. So he was there until the Baba Yaga, until John Wick took his last breath. He was there for that last duel. Again, Malika dropped a bomb. That was big, bro.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
I'm gonna take it down, bring it back up. He says the stranger / Mr. Nobody, the guy on the screen in the film, he was a young opportunist, but Cain and John's honor, those 2 day ones, and loyalty influenced and impressed him to be a better man and do the right thing. That stranger's also watching you, bro. That's a great point, Malika. That is an excellent point. The way John and Cain carried themselves as day ones, because he was always lurking around, kind of waiting for his chance to get John Wick and get that bread. But at the same time, he was like, this ain't some dude I'm just supposed to take off the map. There's something about this guy. And it was little parts in there where he helped him as well. He had his opportunities. Like Malika said, he was an opportunist, but he did not take those opportunities because it was something bigger at stake. His respect for John that grew, and his own manhood and integrity. It had to be bigger than that pot of money that was being offered for John Wick's head. Mike Has Bad Knees says there are more the stranger types out there than people realize.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
Let me see. Mike says in John Wick at 4, don't ruin a good thing.
No.
I'm greedy, bro. I need at least one more film to cap it off. Even if he's just mentoring somebody else. I need one more. Or if he becomes the elder, the man that sits above the table. Even if that happens, I don't care. I need one more John Wick movie. Mike Has Bad Knees says, seriously, Mike, no, bruh, both of y'all.
No.
But that was real what you said, Mike Has Bad Knees. There are more, bring it back up, the stranger types out there than people realize. It's always a good brother around that'll help you, man. Always. Let me see. That's all we got on the list, but I am going to run through everything again real quick. Put this up here. Again, the thumbnail, Unseen. This is part 2. The work the brothers have done. Brotherhood over friendship. Like Malika said earlier, people tend to use that word friendship and it's fleeting. They use the term loosely. So that brotherhood, I don't care how long it's been since we talked, what we may or may not have fell out about, as long as there ain't nothing, detrimental to either one of our families or something like that. But that brotherhood is going to remain as long as these 5 principles are kept. Number 1, do not break their trust. Number 2, don't disrespect their boundaries. I should have put don't in there, but again, y'all can hear me. Number 3, don't neglect them in times of need. Number 4, don't take them for granted. Number 5, don't allow miscommunication to fester. These are the principles of brotherhood. You can come up with your own, come up with some more, bound off these, however you want to do it. But probably number 3 and number 4 are my favorite and stand out to me for this. Don't neglect them in times of need. Don't care what y'all mad about, bro. Because most of the time when you really think about it, and then you put yourself in a mental space of, I could be on my deathbed one day, is what the fuck we argued about really that fucking worth it? And most of the time, it's fucking not. So don't neglect them in times of need, and don't allow yourself to be neglected in your time of need, because that's going to tell you whether or not you actually do have a brother. Number 4, don't take them for granted. Don't just be that needy motherfucker asking for shit, taking this person away from their family or whatever endeavors they have going on. And don't allow that shit to be done for you. Because again, then you know that you don't have a brother or a sister. And I want y'all to look at the diversity of the thumbnail. I'm going to take the list down real quick. You got different ages, race, colors, creeds, genders, all that stuff on this screen that was stuffed into this movie that a lot of us didn't pay attention to. I'm gonna bring it back on me real quick. That a lot of us did not pay attention to, but it was right there in front of us. So again, you may be watching it for entertainment, but you're also going through your day-to-day life, just living, getting up, going to work, coming back home. How many people have you crossed that may fall into this category that I'm getting into, these categories that I'm about to go over again? So I asked that question. Do you have a mentor? A mentor, that older cat you can look up to, like, okay, he's doing it right. Or, hey, he fucked that up. And he'll probably tell you, yeah, I fucked that up. Don't do what I did. Do you have that guy? Winston. The director. Do you have a mom tour? That older woman that got some sense. She might have been hiding the ass back in the 60s and 70s and 80s, cutting a damn fool. But she had to grow some wisdom too. And now she's telling you what type of women to look out for, what not to do. Again, a lot of these women are few and far between as well, but you still need a solid one in your corner, a mom tour. I don't give a damn if it's the old lady at the grocery store that always got a smile for you, pinch your cheeks, all that stuff, always got a joke for you, can tell when you down, because guess what? She raised a son. You might be a stranger to her, but she's still your mom to her, because she's going to take about 5 minutes and hit you with some real shit, and it could change your life. So don't be afraid to be open to these people. Marcus, your compass. That's your boy you came up with. He might be a little bit ahead of you. He might have been a senior when you were a freshman, those type of things. He might be about 10 years older than you, been on the job longer. But hey, bro, this is the direction I'm going in. Or this is the direction that I tried to go in and shit went left. I don't know if you want to do that. You're going to need a guy that's a compass. Go to the next one. Koji, your day ones. Again, y'all may not speak. Y'all may not be on the same accord. Different people grow at different times at different places. If we could understand that shit with divorce, with vows that you done took before God, the church, your family, and each other, and the children, and the state, and all that other shit. If you could understand divorce, you can understand sometimes you and your boy are going to grow in different areas, but that's still your motherfucking day one. Just like Koji was with John. When he showed up on his doorstep, shit finna get ugly, bro. But I need you. Cool, then let it get ugly, because I got you. The respect that him and Cain had. Cain was on the same level, or is on the same level as John. But Cain left because of his daughter. John left because of his wife. John lost his wife. Cain still has his daughter. So he still has something living and breathing to fight for. Or someone, however you want to term it, it ain't even that serious. He still has someone to fight for. John doesn't have that. He's fighting for a memory. But again, Cain could have been took John off the board, but he didn't. Because we got to go at this shit mano a mano, one-on-one. And at the end of the day, he ended up having to stand on the other side against his day one, against his friend. Sophia, I know these are few and far between. Your female friends, your sister. It might be your cousin. Could be, again, a friend that you met when y'all were little in school together. Excuse me. All of that stuff. If you got you a solid woman on your team, I'm asking you as a man, you don't be the one to fuck that up. Because she's going to be able to see shit that you can't see. She's going to be able to see your blind spots. When some of your fake ass friends around, she going to be able to call that shit out. Matter of fact, when you do get another woman, or you go get a woman, she's not going to call you after a certain time. She's not going to be asking you to help with this and that and you know, trying to make you her personal handyman type of shit. Because she know you got another family. She know you got children to raise. She's not going to disrespect you like that. and it works the opposite way as well. But when things come down to it, hey, I know it's been a minute, but I'm just letting you know my mama's sick. She in the hospital, blah, 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 blah. Hey, it's been a minute. I'm just checking on y'all. Make sure you're good. How your mama doing? Tell her I'm going to be back in town for Thanksgiving or whatever. I want to come by the house and just make sure she good. Those type of conversations. If you can have a solid sister on your team, bro, you winning. Let me see. Your frenemies. Again, the guy you might work with, y'all don't really talk like that. But hey, man, we going over here to such and such and grab something for lunch. You want to ride? All right, bet, cool. Not necessarily I don't like him. Not necessarily that I do like him. We just kind of around each other. Not really sure about this guy, but fuck it. Come on. You cool with old boy. You cool. Come on, bro. Y'all may hate each other's favorite teams and got into a heated argument over who's the best basketball player. LeBron, Mike, Kobe, this, that, and the third. You an Atlanta fan, but he a fucking Saints fan and all that type of stuff. But these people exist, but they know you on the job every day. Oh boy, I really don't fuck with him, but I ain't finna tell you that he came in late either. I'm not gonna throw him up under the bus. Those type of people exist in your vicinity, and you're gonna need them as well because they're gonna need you. Everybody that I'm telling you that you need or that you're around, you have to check and see which one of these people on this list you are for somebody else. Let's get to it. The acquaintance. Cool. Me and bro get along. Again, this might be the motherfucker cut your hair. He might be the guy to work on your car. Y'all don't really kick it like that, but you fucked around and you saw him at some event. Oh man, hey, bro, oh boy, he be in the shop all the time, man. Oh, hey man, this my old lady. These are kids. Blah 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 blah. Oh, I heard so much about you. That type of cat. Cool as fuck. Y'all just got two different lifestyles, but he a good dude. You know the work he putting in. He know the work you putting in. Just from those small conversations y'all had. The stranger. Again, some random guy you saw coming out of Walmart and talk, hey, bro, I don't mean to bother you, man. You got some jumper cables. I fucked around and left the dome light on or whatever, and I need a jump. Cool, I got you. I know what that shit feel like. I done said that shit plenty of time, bro. I already know how it go. I got you. So these are the same people that you have in your life that John Wick, throughout the film, came across in his life. So we're going to wrap it up on Charleston White again. I had to take the music out, find another clip, but this is the same thing. So y'all just keep this in mind. I'm going to get to y'all comments, and then we're going to get ready to roll.
If you want to be a great man, just wait till you die. They going to stand over and tell you. You just won't hear it. Don't look to hear it, but they going to say it. And when you gone, that's when they go realize, man, daddy was great. Such and such was great because your presence ain't there. You cannot add and tally up who you are as a man until you gone. And that presence is not there. As long as you're here, they can't tally you up.
Right.
They don't know what's missing until it's gone.
Bring it back on me. I'm going to get to y'all comments, then we're going to get ready to slide. Where we at? I think I left that. Strangers. Mike says, hold on. JC says, facts. More John Wick. I'm with you, bro.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
Mike says, you want 9 of those low Fast and Furious. No, bro, I don't want that. I do want a John Wick 5. I think we can put a pin in it after 5. But that's just me. That's, again, I told you, just me being greedy. Brother Malika says, honor and integrity is priceless. It can and will never be bought.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
1000 Watt says, Kofa, in this world you have givers and takers. I see a lot of takers. Make sure you see them and move accordingly. Big facts, bro.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Where we at? Big facts. Quiet Storm says, Auntie Sean from the Shy is officially the mom tour of this channel. Big facts, bro.
These last $2.
In honor of Auntie Sean from the Shy, hope she's still resting in power. God bless you, Auntie. Let me see. Your nephew still down here cussing and cutting the damn fool. but telling the truth all the way through.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Malika says John was fighting for a memory, but in the last movie, he was fighting for himself. What we brothers are doing today.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Bam, 1,000 watts radio says, with the $5 super chat, I forgot to hit you earlier, brother. It's my bad. He says, for the advertisement. I appreciate that, good brother. But as Charleston White said earlier, man, a second ago, hold on, let me get the comments right. There we go. As Charleston White said, bro, all you gotta do is be a good man. They're gonna tell you when you're gone. So you gotta tell yourself while you're here, man. That's from Kofa. Tell yourself you're a good man. Be that. Know that you know that you know that you know that you're doing the right amount of work at the right time and for the right people, namely yourself. You know that work may be going unseen, but go down that list again. Think, do you have a mentor? Do you have the mom tour? We all pass strangers. We all got acquaintances at something. We just had random conversations with some guy, but he going through the same shit. And then again, ask yourself, what role do you play in crossing paths with that man? So again, I hope y'all enjoy this, man. Again, shout out to Brother Blaze for telling me to do this as a concept for the unseen man, the unseen work that so many other brothers do. I gave y'all some real stories about myself. I gave y'all real stories about Chris Trucker and some other brothers putting in the work that may go unseen. And a lot of times we feel like it's unseen, but it's another brother out there going through it too. This is why John Wick had Kane. This is why he had a Koji. This is why he could talk to Harry. Hey, I feel like I know you. Hey, Harry. Oh, shit. Hey, John. Been a minute since they seen each other, but they still cool enough. He did him a favor. All right, bro, here's a coin. I'm going to shoot you a cash app. Little things like that, bro. So, again, kind of nerdy Kofa. The way I look at these films is a little bit deeper than a lot of other people look at them, but that's just who the fuck I am. I might do this again with another film or something like that. I really want to review The Godfather at some point, but that's going to take some work to put together, because if you've seen The Godfather, you know how long that movie is. Both of them, 1 and 2, and I'm a bigger fan of 2. But again, both classic films. But again, thank y'all for being in here. Once again, this has been Growth Talk Entertainment, where growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. This is where we help men find a positive fuck it. I am your humble host, Kofa, Kofa, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell, right there on the screen. Thank y'all for any super chats. Thank y'all for any cash apps. Let me see if I got any. Nope, no cash apps. All good. I still love y'all. If you're just sticking your head in the door and you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Make sure you hit the like button, though. Take your shoes off before you walk in my house. Hit the like button. Take your shoes, put your shoes on as you're leaving my house, and hit the like button, because we're getting ready to get up out of here. As always, you matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Peace.